And there is my young German Shepherd pup. This is Django. Hi, Django. That is my partner in crime. He just turned 1 year old. But anyway, we are starting with my camper. It is a 2002 28 foot. Well, they originally said 25 foot, but it's a 28 footer. First clue, number one, 28. Anyway, as we move around, it is a Keystone Bobcat. The awning needs replaced. It is shredded and torn. And being as I'm not experienced with campers that much and driving campers, hauling it home here to my house was a bit of a first for me. Not that experienced in it, so it was a challenge. I broke a jack right off the bat. I got into a bush and tore a piece of trim off and had to caulk that up real quick because it started to rain, so that's why that looks like it does. I will fix it, scrape the caulk off, and make it look a little bit more presentable. But as you see, there's my cute little bobcat and my little paw prints everywhere. I am thrilled about this camper. It had new tires. Just recently had a new roof put on it. It looks good. It does need a little bit of pressure washing probably, and some bleach to kind of clean some of the old grimy stuff off of it. And like as you see in the windows, some of the dirt and stuff that happens to caulk and seams and stuff like that as things sit out in weather. But I only paid $2,300 cash for this camper. So you can find those deals. They are out there. Now, I will post, I did take before pictures, and so I will post those pictures along with this video and show you what the kitchen did look like before I did any work to it and decided to do this video. But we are going into the bedroom. And as you see, somebody has already started replacing some wood. They weren't very good at it. I can tell you that much. As you see, their seams and their cuts are not carpenter grade. I can tell you that much. That gap right there, I can almost stick my finger in and that will not fly. But never fear, Candy is here. She will fix it and make it better. They also overlapped on this side. I am assuming that something was bad twisted out for them to start even on that side, or they just went over top of something that looked horrible. Anyway, as you see, it's still pretty dirty in here. I have not gotten in here and done much at this point, but it had a leak at one time. That leak was fixed with the roof repair. Some trim had fallen down and needs to be tacked back up and some stuff fixed up in here. I'm not going to worry on a $2,300 camper about making it perfect. However, I will make it better and do some cleaning much needed. I figured that wet smell is what I'm smelling in the camper, and it's almost gone at this point in time, but it is still somewhat remnant. This is my little kitchen, my fridge. Everything worked in this camper. Everything, the air conditioning, the heat, the stove, the refrigerator, the microwave. And I have already done some painting. I've resurfaced the countertop with this wonderful chrome peel and stick. It's almost like a wallpaper or contact paper, but it is amazing. It has done wonderful job of making me look like I have a silver pretty countertop, and it was easy. Same thing with the peel and stick tile. I have another box coming. I ran out. And just a coat of paint, and wow, how amazing difference it is. And I will show you the before picture so you can kind of see. I love color. I'm going to Florida. We need color. So this is a first coat on that trim. and stuff. And I have plans. Of course, the jackknife couch, and it will stay. I will recover it, but it will stay. I am keeping that. I am still on the fence on some of these upper cabinets and what I'm going to do. I do lack some storage space. So I'm going to need to do some modifications in that area. One of the modifications I am working on this morning, what I came out here to do, is remove this dinette. I'm going to completely take the dinette out. Reason being, case in point, floor space. I have two big, large dogs. You've seen Django. Miss Sally is in the house. She's older. Both very big dogs. She's a Rottweiler. So we need a little bit more floor space for big puppies. And so I am going to take out this dinette. I have some electrical issues. I'll have to work around there. And I'm not an electrician. I am a carpenter. But I have learned through remodeling my house how to do electrical, how to do plumbing, and all kinds of stuff. So don't think that I am green when it comes to fixing stuff. I don't want people to get the idea that I didn't know what I was doing or that I have never done this stuff before, because I think a lot of times when you watch like HGTV or something like that, they make this stuff look so easy, and then the average person who doesn't have any knowledge gets in and starts tearing stuff up and thinks they can do what they did on TV, and then nothing ever turns out right. The reason why is because you're not trained to do those things. It is a learning process. It took me 5 years to become the carpenter I was when I was a carpenter. It's an apprenticeship. It's a learning process, and it takes time and experience. And so be patient with yourself. It's not going to happen as fast as it happens there. And you're going to have a learning curve. You're going to have to buy extra materials because you're not a pro. You're going to spend way more money than what you thought you should, or do things 2 and 3 times where they cut once and is done. They put stuff together, makes it look easy. That's because they know angles and degrees and level and plumb and square, and you do not. So I want to get that out of the way first. Second of all, things just need clean, brightened up. I'm still working on that as well, and I will work on it as I go. This is the yucky bathroom that no longer stinks. I've gotten rid of the smell. As you see, somebody had left the skylight open above the commode, and it did leak in the floor. That is a soft spot that I will repair. Although I'm not going to go into total ripping out the floor and replacing it. I am going to go over it with just some hardwood flooring, lift the commode up, set it back down on top. Like I said, this is a $2,300 camper. I'm not getting in debt. It is not the Taj Mahal. We are not building a grand piano, as my old boss used to say. So things don't have to be perfect. They just have to be sturdy and good, sealed tight, and secure. So, and then this is the bunkhouse. This was at one time a triple bunker. I take it, either the bunk wasn't secure enough, or they didn't like the third bunk being in the air, and I don't know that I would like it either. It would make it mighty tight. There was a leak there. You can see that is no longer leaking. Or they just thought they didn't need that third bunk and they took it out. Whatever reason. But as you see, not bad for a $2,300 camper. Not at all, I don't think. And as I look through this little camper, I'm more impressed with the fact that I've got it for $2,300. The amount of space that I got, the shape that it's in. Yes, it needs cleaning. Yes, it had a funky smell. Yes, I can modify. But thank God, that's what a Febreze is made for. That's what bleach is made for, and it'll all come out in the wash per Miranda Lambert. So we're not going to waste time dealing with a lot of technicalities. Second clue, this is a 28 footer. sticker in the cabinet. Model 280ER. Right there. Plain English. Gross vehicle weight 6180. It does weigh a little bit more than that per my truck. Says it weighs 6,400. Now that could be one of the tanks weren't completely empty when I was pulling it, or this addition of flooring and walls that this other person had put in has added some weight to this camper, and that will happen. So we are learning and we are moving along as we go. I'm not, like I said, into making this thing perfect, but I will make it much better. I will make it a great place for me to spend the next year traveling across the coast with my 2 dogs. And that's another reason why I'm not as picky as I would be on a house or anything else. Because pretty much this is like a big lighter. It's going to light it up, throw it away. I'll pass it on to somebody else for $2,300 to, $2,400 when I'm done with it. And make my decision after my year is over with where I'm going to settle down and finally make a home. So I'm not worried about all that right now. Right now, we're worried about getting this thing cleaned up, getting it roadworthy, getting it ready for adventure, 2 pups, and a single woman headed across the country, bartending, and doing her thing at 49 years old. You can do this, ladies. You don't need a man. Would it be better with a man? Why, of course it would. Do we need one? No, we don't. So, with that being said, I love y'all. I hope you enjoy my video posts and blogs. Will be funny because I'm a funny heifer. That's just all there is to it. I believe life should be fun, and I believe in laughter, and I want to make people laugh, and I want to be honest. That's why I say the things I do. And for now, we're going to take it one day at a time, and we're going to live, and we're going to have fun and float across this country. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. You're going to see my screw ups. You're going to see my hard times, my good times, and last but not least of all, the final product. And we're going to have some fun. So welcome to Candy's blog. Bye, y'all.